Is Lil Wayne less substantive than Jay Z?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, what is the substance that we're? Because Jay Z is telling life stories on his albums. What's the substance? Like, I know that if we do a trick in our mind, we can say he's telling us this so we don't have to go through this. That's what he said. But he's literally just telling us street tales.
Like, okay, what is the takeaway here, right? The message that I can take from this and apply to my life, right?
Hustler
What's
music.
the deeper meaning?
The same thing you just said about Little Baby. It's that motherfucking hustler music. That's what Jay Z was too. If you have like,
But so for Lil
until
Wayne,
we changed him from a drug dealer in our brains to a businessman, he's a drug dealer.
for Lil,
Charlamagne, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? DJ Envy, are we live? Are we live? Can the people hear my voice? Cause I'm at the Breakfast Club and I'm addressing all the lies.
The Lil Russell situation with Lil Wayne.
ha, boy.
So we
I'm
want to
glad
talk
you
about
said that.
It was a transition was because you were just talking about how Little Baby is speaking about more things, some substantive things that you were mentioning.
Yeah.
Right? So this Lil Wayne conversation has got me curious because Lil Russell went on the show. He said something that many people said Wayne never rapped about substance. I would counter that with I think y'all probably started listening to Lil Wayne around Carter 3
A lot of people, yeah, especially younger people.
because the stuff that Lil Wayne rapped about prior to Carter 3 on Carter 2 and Carter 1, Block is Hot, those are the same stories that Jay-Z tells and all of the rappers tell. So is Jay-Z substantive, but Wayne's not?
Yo, niggas is hot about this Wayne situation and Lil Russell situation, and I'm gonna say this
Let's
like
leave Lil Russell out of it. I'm genuinely curious as to like was Wayne not substantive?
so
Because we saying Lil Baby was substantive and Wayne is substantive.
So what Lil Russell said about Lil Wayne most recently, really lacking substance, I've been saying for years. I'm a huge Lil Wayne fan. When you look at his discography in totality, we talking albums and we talking mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of what he's saying, he's not saying shit.
Okay,
a lot of
so
it.
I want to go ahead and remove the mixtapes because we take anybody's mixtapes. Mixtape rap is literally, I'm gonna throw these raps away unless I put them on this mixtape. So that's not where you're really showcasing your ability to be substantive.
Okay, but
Unless you're J. Cole.
But that's how he.
Nobody wants to fucking hear.
Well, I mean,
So let's be for real.
at a certain point in many artists' careers, their mixtapes became albums.
Okay.
Like,
So is Lil Wayne less
especially
substantive?
blog era.
Is Lil Wayne less substantive than Jay Z?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what is the substance that we're... Because Jay Z is telling life stories on his albums. What's the substance? Like, I know that if we do a trick in our mind, we can say he's telling us this so we don't have to go through this. That's what he said. But he's literally just telling us street tales. Is DMX substantive?
I would say so.
I would too. And so I would say Wayne is substantive. Because again, Wayne is telling us, we've done this.
We went through his whole discography.
We went through the whole discography. So on Carter 1, we got the hit you in the leg, arm, head. Ain't that about a bitch? Are those not life principles and ain't that about a bitch? They say the block is watching the streets that's cold and they have me ungrateful. They have me that's substantive,
so
right?
the song Heat, that's not really about anything, right?
That's street tales. Just like Jay-Z did on
so when I say substantive is like, okay, what is the takeaway here, right? The message that I can take from this and apply to my life, right?
Hustler
What's
music.
the deeper meaning?
The same thing you just said about Little Baby. It's that motherfucking hustler music. That's what Jay-Z was too. If you have like,
but so for
until we changed him from a drug dealer in our brains to a businessman, he's a drug dealer.
For Lil Wayne, if you look at his albums, there's like maybe 2 tracks. Like if we're looking at his albums, right, they're about 14 tracks on average.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's probably a couple of songs per album where he's going, where there's depth.
I'm gonna pull up Jay-Z's albums.
The rest is, I'm just showing you how good of a rapper I am. That was like his thing. I'm gonna show you how well of a rapper I am. Even most recently on that Mahogany song.
Are you really at the first albums? Are you at Carter 1, Carter 2, or are you really at after his Common Sense era? Because if you do the same thing you're doing, Jay-Z did the same trajectory, except as he got older, his shit totally shifted into something people weren't deeply interested in. I want to add that. So, are you really playing the same? Are you playing fair with Wayne and Jay?
So you're putting The Block Is Hot, which is a record that, in totality, really, I could say is not really about anything. You're putting that in the same vein as Can I Live?
I'll say that
you're putting that in the same vein of Can I Live?
The whole album or a song off of there?
Song for song.
Because if you go listen to the blues, I will put that in the same vein as Can I Live. Have you heard the blues off of The Block Is Hot by Lil Wayne?
On the album.
The blues.
I can't smoke, ain't nothing nice. Ain't nothing nice around here, stupid. Keep playing, you gon' see next year, stupid. And in the van, there's a box in the back full of plenty of tools. And when you see me on the block, I come to give them the blues. Now we all do dumb things. Playing with Wayne doesn't have to be fun.
Yeah, I can't recall.
There's a song called The Blues, and he's talking about life where he's from, which is Can I Live? And it's done so in the blues. If you listen to even the title, you can hear it. It's talking about the issues and the struggles that you face in that environment. So again, I know that Lil Russell just signed to Jay-Z, so he's not going to speak on Jay-Z. What's the difference? You're not signed to Jay-Z. You can tell me the difference. Like, because I'm going to go to Reasonable Doubt.
There's more. So the difference
22 Twos, is that substantive? Or is that just me showcasing my great raps?
That's showcasing great raps, for sure.
Okay, and then Feeling It, what is that? Is that substantive, or is that a vibe? Is that picture painting?
The latter.
Okay, so I'm lost as to who we can call substantive besides Common and Talib Kweli.
It's equally weighted, so it's not equally weighted though. When you look at the output,
Chance the Rapper is substantive.
Yeah.
Is Jay-Z doing anything that Chance the Rapper was doing? Didn't he tell us, like, I stopped doing that? He literally told us, like, I stopped being substantive because it didn't make very much money. And then he showed us, like, Big Pimpin' and Change Clothes and Frontin'. Those are the records that people love.
Okay, so I'll say it again. When you look at the output in discography, there's more substance in what Hov was doing than what Wayne was doing.
I can go. I can go with that.
Yeah.
I won't.
And I'm not saying like I love Wayne. Wayne has substance. Wayne is an incredible artist. He has that depth and complexity to him. He's shown us another side. It's just like very minute to what the other shit that he was doing.
I'm gonna blow niggas' minds right now. I'm gonna be a bigger even hater than Lil Russell. How about instead of that we say popular rap music is not substantive? How about we just be very clear with people? Good Life by Kanye West is not substantive.
It's a feel-good record.
Jesus Walks is. All Falls Down is more substantive.
Yeah.
None of that shit is getting to the level of where Black Thought is at on the substance, or Lupe Fiasco. True?
Say that.
So why are we singling out one guy?
Because he's the god of rap. Like, niggas look at Wayne.
Come on, bro. We haven't looked at Wayne like that for a minute.
No, but he's the pinnacle of a lot of these niggas that's in the game now.
And so
people's love for Wayne. Okay, well, I just want to before you say that, people's love for Wayne is blinding, so much so that we can't even really look at it for what it is. Like,
no, I'm looking at it for what it is.
It's not you,
there
but
are
I'm saying
spots
in general.
where he was substantive. There were spots where he weren't. The spots where he wasn't substantive is where he found his greatest success.
Exactly.
So
I see you drawing in parallel.
And that's the same thing that Ye did, Jay did, Drake did. Kendrick Lamar did it. Where are we
'Cause you
at,
said,
gang?
well-
Because Humble came out after To Pimp a Butterfly. He went and got that Mike Will record after that. So what's substantive about? We can make it substantive if we want to. Sit down, be humble ain't substantive. It's a flex. It's a stunt. And we pretend because we dress niggas up in different connotations. Wayne does drugs. He's not substantive. Kendrick is high.
He's conscious.
Is Kendrick super conscious?
Well, he told niggas like, yo, how y'all let a nigga,
niggas.
conscious nigga go commercial while doing all conscious shit, or some fly shit like that. But
Look,
he pulled the wool over niggas, however you want to say it. He did both. Hove did both. Wayne did both. It's just the degree at which.
No,
Like,
I think the
niggas did
difference
it.
is the amount of volume that Wayne put out of the other shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Wayne
That- it's-
drench niggas
it's not
in the
equal- it's not
mixtape.
equally
But that's the
weighted.
thing. Jay-Z didn't come about in an era where that's what you needed to do to win. Jay-Z came about in an era where what you needed to do to win was get with the right people. Wayne was on the cusp of being able to do it yourself by flooding the internet, marketing your own voice. That's the difference. Jay and Wayne, and we all know this because we were there when Wayne was trying to be Jay-Z for real.
Facts.
Wayne, like, literally molded himself after Jay.
Right.
And until this point in history, I couldn't see the difference. There is no difference,
You
bro.
talking about that 04, like that, like 2004, 5, where he was rapping
04
over all
to
all
10,
the,
bro.
Jay-Z beats. Okay.
He was rapping on all them Jay-Z beats. But he was rapping though.
Yeah.
The mixtape stuff really blew us out of the water, and we loved it at that time. So he kept giving it to us.
Yeah.
So are we really? I don't understand how we can penalize him for giving us something we asked for, to the point where we forgot he gave us the other shit too. Because niggas are acting like he didn't give us the other
and that's
shit.
fair, and that's a very great distinct factor to point out, because it's what is it called when niggas selective like memory.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you know, I think we kind of highlighted it. The last thing I'll say is it's an age thing.
Yeah.
Like you said initially when you started the statement, it's like y'all niggas must have got here at the Carter 3
But
because
some of these niggas way too old. Lil Russell, I don't know how old you is, gang.
I think bro's in his 30s. I think.
Yeah, you ain't that old, bro.
Yeah.
But you are from the Bay.
But-
so
yeah.
now you really finna get into the don't speak on the other, like, come on, gang.
And it's like Wayne is such a GOAT, people rush to defend him, and it's like sometimes it's like what Lil Russell said totally was not wrong. Like,
What Lil Russell said, first of all, the issue is, Lil Russell, you're saying it. Bro, we don't care about you. I went to the show. I saw the show. Great show. You're getting ahead of yourself. Sitting down to tell the world what other rappers did wrong at this point when nobody knows a song you made. Bruh, slow down. I don't know any songs this guy made, and I was at the show, bruh. I'm not joking.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't name a record, but I think it's like the last thing is like Wayne became so, you use the word penalized, like it's like Wayne became so influential.
Yeah.
I don't think people anticipated that what he became influential for has been detrimental to the culture at large.
Yeah.
And so because he's the biggest star there, he's the biggest target.
I want everybody to
And
get
when
into
you're the biggest
head.
influence, you're gonna take the most bullets. Like,
Hove, you the god of this. I don't know about drug dealing until I'm listening to Hove. As a suburban kid from Memphis, Tennessee, I have no clue about drug dealing till I'm listening to Hove, gang. I'm not lying to you. This isn't made up. So I won't hear none of the slander about Wayne.
He gave you it's two sides to what
Bro, we
substance
gonna
abuse is.
we gonna wash out the whole rap game if that's what we gonna
It's
do.
duality though.
Bro,
like,
I swear to God, I was not listening to the last record on the Blueprint album to see how it went left for a family member of Jay-Z.
He's telling niggas like what's gonna happen when you get locked up. Like he's telling you about the downfalls of hustling in that world. If you really listen
Bro,
to
I can tell you about the downfalls of pimping, but if on the way that I tell you I got locked up, I tell you with 50 hoes on me the day before, a lot of niggas gonna get locked at 50 hoes. Whoa, pimping. I'm gonna get into that. So
regret, just a lot of records, man. But that's the last thing I'll say on that.
Yeah, let's wrap that one up.
Tune is a GOAT, though.
Tune is definitely a GOAT. Here's the other part about that. Lil Russell, look, gang, slow down. I don't know what is up with you. I don't know. I guess nigga said you've been doing this for a minute, and I seen it myself a
10
while
years.
ago. No, I'm talking about there's a level of arrogance to dude that you really gotta slow down with.
Or maybe
God put me in this position
or
for me to win.
Or maybe he should double down on it.
Maybe he should after I like a record.
That's what niggas is on Twitter telling, bro.
Look, I want people to understand this. I dealt with hoes before too. I brought her some flowers, and after I fucked her to sleep, that's when I started with my bullshit.